The future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive, not just with their comic books, novels, and video games, and even their live-action TV series, but also their new Star Wars trilogy to come in the near future by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that it's really changing rapidly as we go throughout the months of 2020 and leading, of course, into the new year of 2021 next year. That's really going to be the peak of the new Star Wars universe. That's when it's really going to kickstart big time, where we're going to see a big change immediately for the new Star Wars expanded universe that's really going to evolve everything related to the franchise. Now, the one great thing about Star Wars is that Kathleen Kennedy no longer has creative control over any of the existing projects. That, of course, includes The Mandalorian Season 2, the Kenobi TV series, the Cassian Andor TV show, the new Star Wars trilogy, and more to come. And then a lot of this is being changed rapidly, right? So with that being said, what's really intriguing all has to do with the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, and what he is allowed for the new Star Wars universe, and of course, what's going to be thrown into the franchise. Now, given that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are hard at work on working on multiple different eras for the Star Wars universe, what's really interesting about all of this has to do with, of course, Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy and Jon Favreau. Now, specifically, now that The Rise of Skywalker is out of theaters, many fans have been very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm, where currently Disney has multiple plans in place in order to create a better future for Star Wars in general, and to develop a brand new Star Wars universe. It's noted that the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, has been making massive changes over at Lucasfilm in order to save the Star Wars franchise, where Chapek is said to have allowed Jon Favreau to write over many of Kathleen Kennedy's concepts and ideas for the existing projects such as the Kenobi TV series, the Cassian Andor TV series, and even the new Star Wars trilogy. Jon Favreau is now said to have full creative control over the new expanded universe, and is said to be canceling out many of Kathleen Kennedy's concepts that she tried to implement for the Kenobi TV series mainly. It's said that Jon Favreau has creative control over core plot elements of the Kenobi TV series, given that Favreau has had great success with The Mandalorian Season 1 and is canceling all of Kennedy's concepts for the Kenobi TV show as of right now and is writing over them. This is Disney's way to satisfy the fans and to make sure that the Star Wars brand continues to succeed, where it said that Favreau also is taking over aspects of the Star Wars universe that Kathleen Kennedy has planned for the future of the franchise, and that this will bring Star Wars on the right path for fans. Kathleen Kennedy is said to be very frustrated over the decision by the new Disney CEO Bob Chapek, and the things that are changing rapidly over at Lucasfilm. So the thing about the new Star Wars universe that really excites me is that a lot of the ideas that Kennedy implemented into the Kenobi TV show is now being flushed out. And this is all because of the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, giving Jon Favreau the keys to really implement all of the core elements of the Kenobi TV show and how it should be done. Now, of course, Jon Favreau is not going to be a main writer per se for the Kenobi TV series, but he's working with the writers of the Kenobi TV series and was working with Dave Filoni and is steering everything in the correct direction that it should go in. Now, the Kenobi TV show, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Kathleen Kennedy is the one that delayed production for the Kenobi TV series to work more so on the scripts because she had other ideas in mind. There were creative differences here and there that she wanted to throw into the Kenobi show. And that's one of the main reasons as to why they wanted to write more episodes, or extend the episodes, if you will, swapping segments out and putting new segments in. And a lot of that is now being canceled, is now being put to the wayside, and Jon Favreau is said to have creative control over all of that. And that, to me, I think is great, because Jon Favreau is the man. I mean, he is the man who started the MCU back in 2008's Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1, what's so great about that film is that that was the movie that kick-started the MCU. And that's what, of course, Bob Chapek wants Jon Favreau to do with the new Star Wars universe. He wants him to also be responsible for really kick-starting this new SWU, if you will, that's going to really, evolve over the next 10, 11, 12 years until it hits its peak point where a lot of fans are just loving the content that comes out every single year. So, like I've said before in the past, I mean, we're seeing a lot of change over at Lucasfilm. This really is a big deal. I cannot wait to see exactly what the Kenobi TV show is going to look like in 2021, and of course, what this new Star Wars trilogy is going to look like, given that Kennedy no longer has creative control over everything here. So, with that being said, guys, you know, like I say, this really is a light at the end of the tunnel in my book. It really does tell us, the Star Wars community, that if we hang in there, we're going to see a different side of Star Wars, finally, as we should have, for, you know, all the years that Disney actually took over Lucasfilm. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.